So if I ever actually boil it down to key bullet points, number one, those invited Michigan legislatures from the state legislative body say they're not going to partake in any of the procedures that might undo the legitimacy of a tally. Because, if there is any type of a hypothetical scenario that might actually take place in the subjunctive conditions, 2 of the 4 election commission board members who might actually partake in this type of procedures in favor of Donald Trump by saying no to the recognition, this would actually be a disastrous case. In that case, the court would review the case to see whether there would be illegality or illegitimacy. That might not actually give out an ascertainment to the election results in the state of Michigan. Then there is a final likelihood to have Michigan's Democratic governor, Gretchen Whitmer, to join in and let her have a say in this conversation as a final decision maker. And things would be very complicated. This is a hypothetical scenario. We may not know this would take place or not, but the very likely scenario right now is the certification procedure of election results would take place as scheduled in the next week, especially for Michigan and Pennsylvania for Monday. Because, these are already non-circumstances unless there is a very dramatic change that might shift the focus to the different side. This is likely to be done on Monday, and Nevada for Tuesday. That's what has been said by Jessica Snyder. Even though President Donald Trump made his contact to those legislators a part of the state assembly in Michigan, but the problem is they already clarified their position, saying that they will not intervene with any of election results recognition that would be supposed to be undertaken by the election commission board. Because those election authorities who've been already in charge of issuing the authority as a final verdict for the result were actually permitted to do so. So these legislative officers and lawmakers, even for the Republican Party, are not going to do anything. That's what they say. And the final blow was truly made from Georgia. Because not just Secretary of State, but the state governor Brian Kemp from the Republican Party made a clear confirmation that Joe Biden was the winner, who actually carried a huge chunk of margins. That was acknowledged by the state governor, who actually really clarified and elucidated his commitment to election neutrality. So, voters in his state can have a confidence in the future, too. So, in a hypothetical scenario, 2 members from the election board, normally made of 4 different entities, these 2 individuals could possibly reject the authorization of the voting results as individuals taking up this important places in the election commission board. In this hypothetical scenario, we might actually witness a litigious brouhaha because the court would finally decide to jump in this equation. Then there could be another interference coming from the state governor, Gretchen Whitmer, because she is entitled to have a say in this conversation. She could exercise her rights as a governor because this is a part of a gubernatorial duties. So there could be a mass series of scenarios, but this is a subjunctive condition which is not likely to be realized unless there is a dramatic shift or a very sensational change unexpected. Otherwise, Michigan is very ready to give yes, which is the final certification of election results in favor of Joe Biden by recognizing him as a winner. And the rest of following states like Pennsylvania would also do that. And in Nevada, it's going to do that on Tuesday unless there is a change. If there is no serious alteration completely out of the blue, this is likely to be the case so far. So then Donald Trump's chances of overturning the election is getting slimmer and slimmer, and more of a legal aspects as well as the political spectrum. The whole circumstances are stacking up the case against him.